Hi everybody, it's me, Crafty Witch, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a video about some of the books that I like, and it might be a really long video, and I'm going to try to speed through it. I didn't know. Maybe I won't. I think I tried going through them all, and my time limit keeps running out, and I'm probably going to have to make a couple of videos. Because what's the point of just showing you book after book and after book and not even say anything about them? So yeah, there's no sense in that, right? Anyway, years ago I was working, and when I was going to university and stuff like that, and my one boss, who I've remained friends with, he's this incredible man. I love him to bits, and he is so, he has the best energy ever, and he's very flamboyant and energetic, and his humor is just, it's wonderful. I mean, he's vulgar and funny and classy, and he can be very sophisticated, and he's very businesslike. But he's just an incredible person. He does such amazing program with at-risk kids and stuff like that. He's wonderful. Anyway, when I was working for him, he comes into the office. He's like, "Oh, Yvonne, I got something to tell you." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" And he's like, "There's this book, and it's so amazing, and it just gets my creative juices flowing." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" And so he recommended The Artist's Way: A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity by Julia Cameron. And you know what? It has nothing to do with paganism at all, okay, first off. But I love this book. It's a really good book. It's like a course that you kind of go through week by week, and there's different activities, and it gets you questioning different things and asking yourself different things, and kind of like self-exploration. And it really does get you to express your creative self and whatnot. It's an awesome book. True Balance, this book, it's interesting. It's kind of along those lines as well. I really didn't connect with it quite as much as the way I did with The Artist's Way, but whatever. Home Sanctuary, this is by Nicole Marcellus. I really do like this book. She just has so many different ideas about, you know, even creating like altars and things like that. It's not strictly for pagans. She has all different kinds of stuff in here and different ideas about different things you can do. It's really a cool book. Okay, Diane Stein, she is a really good writer. I like her. This book is called Casting the Circle by Diane Stein, a woman's book of ritual. Really interesting read. I'd recommend it. It's really a good book. Another book by Diane Stein, the Women's Book of Healing. And some people think it's a bit of a dry read. I found it a little bit dry, but it's really good. She's got all kinds of really awesome information in here, like really good stuff in here, and she does cite a lot of her sources, you know, even throughout the book, and footnotes and everything. So I guess, yeah, in a way it's fairly, well, it could be considered somewhat academic, but it's really good. If you're into quantum physics at all, there's this young man named Adam, and that's all he goes by is Adam, and he does the Dream Healer series. This guy is bloody incredible. I have a lot of respect for him. I didn't know about him at all until probably, I don't know, a couple years ago or so, when I came across his book, or my cousin came across his book. I can't remember how I came across his books, but anyway, I was reading them, and then he started talking about this healers gathering at Niconet First Nation Reserve here in Saskatchewan that he had gone to. And he went there the same year I had gone there. I was working for the government at the time, and I took a whole bunch of foster kids. I was their social worker, right? Took them down there to this gathering, and there were healers from all over like Canada and the U.S., and people from all over the world actually came. It was just incredible. The energy and the power and all the different ceremonies that were there, and it was, if you ever have a chance to go to that gathering, it is not a festival, but it is truly a healer's gathering, and it's just absolutely incredible. He was there the same year I was there. He must have been a teenager. I never even heard about him, and unfortunately I never got to meet him. And I can't believe it, because I was there when he was there, but I was probably going to other ceremonies, must have missed him, which is really unfortunate. I would have loved to have met him. So if you're into quantum physics, applying quantum physics with healing, check out his books. They're really good. Ed Fitch, A Grimoire of Shadows, Witchcraft, Paganism, and Magic. It's a really good book. It covers a whole lot of different things in here, and it's a good read. Z Budapest. I love this lady. I have the utmost respect for her. She has her own channel here on YouTube. Go check it out. There's her Grandmother of Time book, Grandmother Moon, the Holy Book of Women's Mysteries. Lots of information in here. It's really awesome. And this is my pride and joy that I've got. The Feminist Book of Lights and Shadows by Z Budapest. It was $5. Copyright 1976, even handwritten, the words up there. This is the second printing. Now, I don't know if she inscribed that in there or not, but it says for you. And this is all hand typed and bound, and it's an amazing book. Like, these ones are rare, and if you have a chance to get one, if you ever come across it, snatch it up. I don't think there's too many of these ones that are out there, period. Apparently there's one with a blue cover. I would love to get my hands on that too, just because I love collecting books, and especially if they're kind of rare. So that was pretty cool. Try to get these out of the way. Uh-oh, these books are teetering. 365 Goddess, A Daily Guide to the Magic and Inspiration of the Goddess by Patricia Telesco. For every single day of the year, she covers different goddesses from a variety of cultures from around the world, and different activities or things you can do to connect with that goddess on that particular day. It's a good book to have. Her Words, an anthology of poetry about the great goddess, edited by Burley Muten. I don't know if I'm saying that right. M-U-T-E-N. There's a little thingamajig above the E. It is a book of poetry, and how different people have, expressed inspiration from the goddess through poetry. It's a really good book. It's beautiful. Classical Myth, the 3rd edition by Barry B. Powell. This is a very academic book about Greek mythology, and it's really good. It goes through the effects of mythology on culture, how culture and even politics affects mythology, how it's reflected back and forth, kind of thing. It's really a really good book. It goes through kind of like even like the family trees of the gods and stuff like that. It's an awesome book, and there's artwork and all kinds of things in here. So if you're into, I guess, academic books, that sort of thing. This is definitely a book to get into if you're into Greek mythology.